thank you for joining us. It has been tradition that farmers till their land and wait for the rains to fall, especially during the long rains. However, this year the rains have delayed and many farmers are disappointed. There are those who had already planted their crop while awaiting the rains, whereas there are those who are waiting for a signal to prepare their farms and are not sure whether to go ahead and plant after some parts of the country experienced showers and still are currently. On the other hand, some have been forced to use alternative methods of farming. So which way do farmers go? Will the country be food secure in the near future considering the altered weather patterns? KTN's George Maringa explores more tonight.
In Eldoret, the signal has been received. Farmers are arming themselves with the necessary tools for farming. While some carry their jembes, there are those who have begun transporting seeds to their farms. Meanwhile, the farms lie in wait for drops from the skies, which have taken longer than expected, and the farmers are disappointed, if not confused.
Kiangazi ilikuwa mbaya, mvua imerudi.
Nilipanda mwezi wa 3 wakati mvua ilionekana kidogo. Lakini nikangojea itoke chini mahindi mpaka saa hii tulipokuweka mbolea, maharagwe, mahindi ijaribu kutoka ikapata kiangazi. Ikawa kama kitunguu sasa isongi iko pale pale. Sasa sijui kama kuna ingine kwa mchanga ndani yenye itasaidiwa na hii mvua sielewi.
In Meru County, the situation is not any different. Farmers who had tilled their lands and perhaps planted seeds into the ground have been waiting for rain to fall, but it appears to have taken longer than expected. These prompting them, like Lydia Kenywa, to devise new ways of irrigating her 5-acre farm.
Given that rainfall regime pattern, we felt that we needed to change from the traditional way of doing things to now thinking of maybe the so-called siranga. Siranga is the water panel, the water pans. You want ought to think otherwise or to think outside the box, and then that's when we came with the idea of the borehole. And believe me, it's doing pretty well. However much that we are praying that the rains come so that we can the water levels will not drop down.
Her farm rests at Subuiga area that is generally hotter. With the rains appearing to have stuck in the clouds, her flowers and food crops needed a salvageable situation or would have bowed down to the increasing temperatures and dry soil.
You could wait for the rains and the rains wouldn't come, and you've already put your seedling down on the ground, and given that we may not have enough stock for the seedling, that means you ended up without getting anything else to plant.
Due to the change in rain patterns, it appears farmers will have to shift from the traditional way of waiting for the rains to drip irrigation. However, is the country ready for this shift, especially with the change in rain patterns?
We have started a very ambitious program on water storage, water harvesting. We are encouraging them to look at this one as a model on how we shall now be able to transit our people from rain-fed agriculture to water agriculture. It is also important to note that the water that will be harvested here would have been drained to the rivers and onward to the seas. But for now, we are making sure that these waters will go for greater purpose. That is benefiting our people, wealth creation and job creation.
While dams and water pans that act as reservoirs may be a solution, more needs to be done since as the days go by, so does climate change. Traditionally, the rains have been expected to fall between the months of March and May. The farmers have tilled their lands and planted their seedlings waiting for the rains to fall. However, the rains have delayed and farmers like Lydia have had to invent new ways of watering their farms, which include irrigation, be it drip or other methods, by using also other means like boreholes. George Maringa, KTN News.